So, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Laura Loomer yesterday, and President Trump called her Marjorie Trader Greene. Marjorie Trader Greene pops off yesterday. Let me just preface it by telling you this. I'm done. I'm done. Can't go there again. Like her, I had her on Tuesday. I guess obviously she was at the press conference. She couldn't make it. No problem. Not going to have her back. What she said yesterday, as she crossed the line, you can't come back from. She crossed the Rubicon, and she's going to run for president. That's her play in 28, and she's going to run as the kind of new type MAGA, and she has a right to do that. I think she'll get 2% of the vote or something in Iowa, but she has that right. That's the only play here, is she's moved on from the president, and she's looking for a different pathway. What she said in the press conference yesterday was despicable to somebody who was willing to give his life up to save this country. Basically, the inference was that he's a traitor and that he was beholden to foreign countries. It was a really disappointing press conference, press narrative from someone that really had a lot of potential. And so a lot of people are angry. I'm saddened by it. I'm saddened by it because I know her. I think she had a lot of potential. I don't always agree with her on everything, but that's fine. I don't have to agree with everybody on everything. I'm not a purist. You guys know that. I mean, I'm not a purist, right? I'm not an ideologue, right? I'm a populist, but I also believe in winning, and I understand political realities. So you have to compromise. Life is about compromising, win-win scenarios. You're not always going to get 100% of what you want. So I've disagreed with her on McCarthy and things of that nature. But, the bottom line, she was an asset to the movement, and now she's not. In my judgment, she's decided yesterday to cut her own path and to disassociate herself with President Trump and be a media personality in an offshoot of the movement, which she has a right to do. She didn't have a right to say what she said. I have no problem if she goes to Iowa, runs for president, and has a different message. That's fine. But the comment she made yesterday, inferring that President Trump was not loyal to this country, you can't come back from, folks. And I'm doing this in a very serious manner because I'm not angry. I'm not going to pound my fist over it. I'm not going to rant and rave. I'm saddened by what she said yesterday, that I can't go back there. And I don't think for her, I just don't think there's any coming back. I don't know what she's going to do going forward, but let's run some of the clips here. We'll do a couple now and then a couple more when we get back from top of the hour. Let's start with number 12. Let's start with number 12, and she's talking about President Trump releasing the Epstein files. 12.
While I want to see every single name released so that these women don't have to live in fear and intimidation, which is something I've had a small taste of in just the past few days, just a small taste. They've been living it for years. But the real test will be, will the Department of Justice release the files? Or will it all remain tied up in investigations? Will the CIA release the files? Will a judge in New York release the information? That's information that needs to come out. And will the list of names that these women privately hold, and they hold it because of their fear in their heart of what would happen to them if they release it on their own, will that list of names come out? That's the real test. So I want to thank Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna for your bravery in doing something that is much needed in America, crossing the political aisle that has become bigger than the Grand Canyon in America. But these men crossed that aisle on behalf of these women. And that is more of what is needed today in America than ever in our history. So thank you so much.
So you have the names, read them. All right, let's get to the next clip. Here's 13, where I take issue. I had no issue with what she said or her position on the files. She's got a right to do that. And that's what she believes, and I have no issue with that. Here's my issue 13. Take a listen.
I was called a traitor by a man that I fought for 6 years for. And I gave him my loyalty for free. I won my first election without his endorsement, beating 8 men in a primary. And I've never owed him anything, but I fought for him for the policies and for America first. And he called me a traitor for standing with these women and refusing to take my name off the discharge petition. Let me tell you what a traitor is. A traitor is an American that serves foreign countries and themselves. A patriot is an American that serves the United States of America and Americans like the women standing behind me. And I want to tell you that this only became possible today because the American people, whom we serve as representatives here in Congress, demanded that this vote happen, and they put more pressure on every single elected politician in this city than has ever been put on them. And today you are going to see probably a unanimous vote in the House to release the Epstein files. But the real fight, will happen after that.
So, Charlie, let's hold the music a second. I got a minute. So, take the win. Sit on the bench and put your glove down. You can learn something from my 21-year-old. You know, guys on base, game on the line, strikes somebody out, ends the inning with the lead, walks to the dugout, sits down, puts his glove on the bench. No fist pumping, no jumping up and down, none of that. Just go out and do your job. You did what you believed in, fine. You got them released, fine. Thank everybody for voting for it and be done with it. The inference that President Trump is traitorous is beyond the pale of coming back.